everyone! Today I'd like to share with you how I made my garden theme bed with a tufted headboard for AG dolls. Now let us get started. We used glue and glue gun, tape measure, thread and sewing needle, utility knife, cutting board, fabric scissors, a pen, ruler, rhinestones, cardboard, ribbon, a pointy object to poke holes, fabric backing, fabric filler, AG doll box for a bed base, fabric of your choice for the headboard. I use pink to contrast the wallpaper, white fabric for the base, and mesh. I used about 2 yards of the mesh for the bed skirt. I got this cute table runner from HomeSense, but never had a chance to use it, so I decided to use it for our doll's bedding. For the headboard size, let's measure the width of our bed and determine the height of the headboard. I used our height at 11 inches. Then, using these measurements, we measure the cardboard and cut out the rectangle shape. I wanted to have a nice shape at the top, so I sketched a curve and cut it out. Using the cutout piece, I traced a mirror image shape on the other side and cut it out. Now I'm measuring the bed height and trace across. Also, I try to find a center point and start my first diagonal line. Then, using the width of the ruler, I traced out parallel lines and mirrored the lines to get even diamond shapes. Using a thin pointed screwdriver, I poked out the holes in the intersections of the lines, leaving a few spots close to the edge out. Using the headboard cardboard, I traced out the backing and cut the inside of the trace outline. I traced out and cut 2 layers of fillers. Also, I traced out the fabric, leave over 1 inch seam allowance, and cut it out. I placed the cardboard down, then placed the filler layers on top, leaving some extra fillers out around the head shape board. Then place the soft fabric on top in place. I used a long strand of double threaded and hand sewing needle to start from the bottom side and go across. First, I pulled my thread through one hole and at the back to across and poked through the second hole. I made an 1/8 of an inch stitch and pulled down the same hole and go across back to the first hole. I just want everything to be secured on the first stitch, and just remember to pull the thread back as tight as possible to create the tufted effect. Once the first hole is secured, I go across to the second one more time, then go across to the third, and so on. Then start my second row and third row. Even though this is done, I just wanted my headboard to be more tightened and tufted, so I started pulling through the holes going diagonally. You can skip this part if you're happy with the result. I turn the fabric to the back and glue down and pull it out as tight as possible. I also glue down the bottom and the top part of the headboard. I added rhinestone to embellish and cover the thread. Then I added glue to glue the headboard to the bed base. For the bed skirt, I measured the bed, cut out a piece of white fabric, place it on top of the bed, snip out 2 sides at the headboard edge, I glue the raw edge around for a clean finish look. Then I fold the fabric at the headboard part in place and glue it down. Turn the snip out part to the back and glue it down. I also added a tiny dab of glue on each side of the foot part so that the sheet stays in place. For the mesh, I cut the width of the mesh in half and then fold it in half 2 times to make 4 layers out of 6 inches width. Then I use thread and hand sewing needle to sew across the 2 yards length to make my gathers. Once I make my gathers, I pull the thread, place the mesh around half of the bed, and distribute the gathers evenly and secure the thread. I repeat this step for the other half of the fabric for my other half of the bed. Then I glue the gathers down around the edge of the bed. Once I'm done, I added 2 rows of glue to glue down the ribbon just to clean finish the mesh. At the corner, I add a dab of glue to make a low pleat and then continue going around. I trim the bed skirt bottom evenly through all layers, then pull out all layers just to make a more fluffy look. I glue down the backing to clean finish the back of the headboard, and my bed is done. For the bedding, I cut this table runner in half and measure the bed to determine the length, then cut it out. So my no-sew option is to glue this opening up, trimming off the corners, turning the raw edge in by about ½ inch, then glue both sides. As a sewer, my other option is to sew the opening so that it is consistent with the other edge. With the leftover, I cut in half. This is enough to make 2 pillows. I use 1/2, turning the good side together and stitch it around, leaving a 2-inch opening. Turn it in inside out and add fillers or fluff, then close a hole with a hot glue gun. I used a pin or a hand sewing needle to pull out corners. Now I'm ready to dress my bed with a mattress that I made really quick, then my beautiful quilted flower blanket, and my pillow. And the biggest part of our doll's garden themed bedroom is done. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and subscribe for more videos. See you soon!